All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on cryptocurrency every day. My name's Austin, and let's start the week off right and check out the most current events in crypto. Bakkt announces new details regarding the release of their Bitcoin futures contracts. And big picture wise, nothing's really changed, because Bakkt itself is still pending full regulatory approval. But technically, Bakkt was scheduled to be launched late last week, and they weren't launched, because right now we're waiting on the SEC and the CTFE, I believe, to approve their Bitcoin futures contracts. When are they going to approve it? I mean, whether that happens a day from now or 3 months from now, who knows? And technically, the SEC could deny Bakkt. But whatever happens, whenever it happens, Bakkt's ready to go right now. And the Intercontinental Exchange posted additional details on the platform. The much anticipated Bakkt platform by the Intercontinental Exchange has today announced further details about its Bitcoin futures product. Technically, this was a few days ago, but this is it right here. And it's nothing revolutionary. It's just a list of their technical specifications. But the reason it's significant to me is because if you are an investor, if you're somebody who's actually going to be using the Bakkt platform with your clients, this is the information that you look for. And some stuff that jumps out to me right away is it is still going to be physically settled in actual Bitcoin. To me, this is why Bakkt is a net positive for cryptocurrency, because investors at the end of each day will actually have to hold Bitcoin. And if you want to, when those contracts are settled, it'll be the last 2 minutes of every day between 4:58 and 5 p.m. And if you want to use the exchange, it's going to cost you 50 cents. You better have it. Other than that, like I said, nothing revolutionary, but they list their trading times for New York, London, and Singapore. So this is going to be global, and I think this could potentially be big. But it's, this information was nothing too dramatic, but it's for anybody hoping to trade using the Bakkt platform. This should provide further insight into the nature of the product offered. Even though Bakkt is not live yet, they're releasing updates, and even they tweeted the other day that they're looking to fill additional high-up positions in Bakkt. So, over the weekend, what did this do to the price of Bitcoin? Yikes. Bitcoin, late last night, dropped over 3.5%. As you can see, it's already beginning to level off. But like I've mentioned in previous videos, did you know CoinMarketCap doesn't use the Korean exchanges in their calculations? So this information is technically a little inaccurate. So I've been looking for alternatives. Tried Coin Paprika before. I found another one, Live Coin Watch, and I actually think this is way better than CoinMarketCap. I'm going to try and remember to use this, or just find something else. It doesn't matter. But I like it because you can include or not include Korean exchanges. And if you check out this number when I switch it on and off, it hardly changes anything. But why not include them? Why not have the most accurate information? Another thing I like is this updates live. I don't have to keep refreshing the page. It updates live. And if you'll notice, Bitcoin dropped 3% last night, and this is not, it's just another ebb and a flow. But if you look on this graph, it looks like an outrageous drop on the 7-day chart. If you look here, it looks slightly more realistic, this little 3% drop. And look at everything's beginning to cover, but Bitcoin is now back down to 3,400. If you're trying to accumulate, now might be a good time. One last thing I like about this is it lists the percentage down from all-time highs. So right now, Bitcoin is 82% down from its all-time highs. XRP, Ethereum, EOS, down 92, 92, and 90% from its all-time highs. If we're not at bottom yet, I think we're damn close. Let me know what you think. Let's zoom in on Bitcoin a little bit, and let's actually start in today. Cool. So this is that 3.5% drop that we saw last night. As you can see, Bitcoin already beginning to recover. Let me know what you think. And let's get to Kik, because why is Kik challenging the SEC in a highly anticipated crypto ICO court case? So the SEC is coming down hard on Kin. Do you know Kin? And by the way, if you're getting any value from today's video, feel free to give it a like. It just helps me grow as a channel. But let's get back to Kin. Kin it's a low cap coin, and I like Kin because I like what they're about. They're a lot like Basic Attention Token in terms of they're going to allow content creators like me and my brother and consumers like you to transact directly instead of having to rely on a middleman, or instead of having me having to monetize the videos and put in ads. We're just going to be able to transact directly, no third-party advertisers. So I like what they're about, and a lot of other people like what Kin is about because, where are we? Because Kik is the company behind them. Kik's a messaging app. They already have millions of active users using Kik for messaging daily, and they're integrated with Kin, so that has a real utility. Anyway, according to an exclusive report from the Wall Street Journal, the Ontario, Canada-based social media giant Kik is looking to challenge the SEC over its 2017 Kin token offering. So the problem is that Kin went through an ICO, initial coin offering, like the majority of cryptocurrencies that we have right now. And what's the SEC's stance on ICOs? This comes after the SEC chair, Jay Clayton, says, "I believe every ICO I've seen is a security. That includes almost every cryptocurrency from Ethereum on down." And in their ICO, or maybe just after, they raised over $100 million, and they weren't registered with the SEC. So the SEC is suing them or coming down on them, but Kik is fighting back. And the reason I think this could be pretty significant is because this case is going to set a lot of precedent for future cases from the SEC. As the SEC tries to come down on more cryptocurrencies, this is going to set some precedent. And Kik's lawyers even called the financial regulators' approach flawed. So Kik's lawyers are throwing it back on the system and saying the system is flawed. And bringing the proposed action against Kik would amount to doubling down on a deeply flawed regulatory and enforcement approach. Why does Kik think they have a shot? Because right now, a lot of people are saying Kik's too small and they have a chance to win, but a lot more people are betting on the SEC. Well, this is Kik's position, because on page 11 of the 1934 Securities Exchange Act, the very act that created the SEC, and by the way, this was in 1934 before the internet or blockchain even existed, yet they're forcing crypto to comply. But anyway, in this act, it explicitly states that the definition of a security shall not include currency. Well, this is a cryptocurrency, right? Not in the eyes of the SEC. According to the SEC, it is a security because it's a stock, treasury stock, security, future, and not a currency or any note, draft, or bill of exchange. Much like, the SEC considers Bitcoin an asset, not a currency at this point. But either way, Kik's going after them hard. Even on Kin's main website, it says right up top, the SEC is about to take a precedent-setting vote on the future of crypto innovations in the U.S. They are going hard on this case, and they give you the opportunity to subscribe to learn more, get updates. I'm going to subscribe. I want to keep updated because this could set a lot of precedent. I will keep you updated as this goes on. I have 2 more news stories to go over. Let's get into it. Bitcoin buys Takeout. So you can use Bitcoin to buy Takeout on Germany's largest food delivery platform. This is it right here. This is big in Germany, and it's Germany's largest online food delivery platform. They have over 1,300 restaurants. And check this out. This is their website. They accept Amex, Visa, PayPal. And what's this? Our friend Bitcoin. They now accept Bitcoin. Did you know if you choose to order food from there, when paying with Bitcoin, the company says it does not charge any fees. Yet, it costs an additional 6% to pay with PayPal or credit cards. It's a no-brainer for me. If you're in Germany and you're using this to order food with Bitcoin, let me know in the comments. I want to know your experience. Last piece of news, something that's very bullish on EOS and some other cryptocurrencies, but EOS again takes the top spot in China's ranking system. And this is from China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology. I've brought you this list in the past before, and the reason that people put so much power or validity behind this list is because it's government-sponsored rankings. So it's a little insight on how the East views cryptocurrency. The way they rank these cryptos is based on performance of basic tech, applicability, and creativity. EOS is again on top, and not only is it number one in basic tech, it's number one if you add up all these three for total index. Interesting. I mean, as you know from watching this video, I'm bullish on EOS. It's a portion of my portfolio, but the East loves EOS. It's just interesting to see what they're about. They rank Bitcoin as number 15, Ethereum's number 2. Ontology, you would think that Neo would be above Nulls because Nulls is so much newer, but who knows? It's just very interesting to see some of China's insight into crypto. All right. If you got any value out of today's video, please feel free to give it a like. Just helps me grow as a channel. If you got no value whatsoever, then save your like. I want to earn it. But either way, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, too. I will be responding to every single one. Peace.